Welcome to Jerry Savage Court on the campus of Loyola Blakefield for tonight's varsity basketball matchup in the BCL and MIAA conference between the Cougars of Mount Carmel and the Loyola Dons. I'm Andy McHugh alongside Jackson Elgert. Jackson, Mount Carmel's the number one team according to the Baltimore Sun and third in the state, 25 in the country. What do you think the Dons can do to at least get this game close?
Well, the Dons are going to have to do what they've been trying to do for a couple weeks now, and it's control their offense, control their game of basketball, and not commit too many fouls. Fouls killed them in a couple of their recent games, and they're going to have to be able to control those today if they want to take home the W.
Yeah, the Dons have had a shaky season. It hasn't been the best. They are 0-5 in the BCL, but coming off a win against Gilman, hoping to at least keep this game a little close. As we get into our lineups, first for Mount Carmel, it'll be Samaritine Hill, Antoine Williams Jr., Tristan Wilson, Gage Howard, Junior Machado for them. Last game, Tristan Wilson had 15 points. He's a Holy Cross commit looking to make an impact tonight, and Gage Howard had 20 points.
Yeah, now moving over to your home rosters. For the Dons, you're going to really have to focus with Colin Clevenger out this week. Carmine Cole's taking his spot. They're really going to have to capitalize on opportunities if they want to be able to capitalize with him not in the lineup.
Yeah, the senior has been a clear team leader. As we will take a break just before this good matchup. Welcome back to Loyola Blakefield as we're right about ready for tip-off as the Dons play the Cougars in BCL and MIA matchup.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one, Andy. I think this is going to be a good game. The Dons are really going to have to prove themselves here today, but I'm excited to watch Mount Carmel play. They've played really well this year, and I'm curious how the Dons are going to be able to combat this great offense and good defense too. They're not just a one-sided team.
Yeah, Mount Carmel had 0 3-pointers last time they played Loyola at home. But don't be fooled if they're putting up a 3-pointer. There's many lobs that they will put up. They're very physical at the rim. As the refs set, it'll be Caleb Haysbert versus Junior Monch for the tip-off. And Mount Carmel wins the tip-off and immediately puts it up, but easily rebounded by B.J. Simmons.
Yeah, they tried to do a little quick offense there, and it didn't quite work out, but it gives Loyola an early example of how they're going to play today.
Yeah, watch the high pressing. Samortanai Hill. He had a few steals last time they played. Really wants to get the pace going on defense for Mount Carmel, as he's also has the ball at the top. Feeding it into the middle, and an easy lay for Gage Howard. Iowa Fantilla sitting up top with the ball. Don's running their play.
Working hard against the Martinet here.
Trying to just find a way in, and Brant Hall Jr. able to float one up from the top of the key.
So they'll snag their first points today here as they evened up at 2, just under 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. But good so far. It seems to be good offense from Loyola. Defensive stop, 2 defensive stops now as Caleb Haysbert grabs that rebound.
Yeah, you saw the fake 3-pointer into the almost dunk. You'll see that time and time again from this Mount Carmel's offense.
So that one's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be played in by B.J. Simmons.
Simmons looking for a pass. Getting to the end of his time, but gets it into Carmine Coles. Coles
It's like cutting again, but it's fun.
working on Tristan Wilson. Trying to find some room. A little over the head pass to B.J. Simmons, but easily intercepted by Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel now with the counterattack. Into Junior Monch, but wrestled in the middle, and B.J. Simmons has it again for the Dons.
Another big defensive stop here for Loyola. That's 3 so far today. They're really going to have to do that. I mean, another miscue on offense here, but...
Yeah, those miscues on offense will be really important. As a beautiful move by Tristan Wilson, but blocked.
So, this Loyola starting 5 really putting a big stand here so far on Mount Carmel, and they're going to, obviously a few offensive miscues, but they're going to really have to work hard if they want to score some points, but they're not giving up too many on the defensive side. So
as Hill steps out of bounds on the inbound, as Ofantilla will take it from the corner. Hill just tips that out of bounds. Don's with a little bit of a break. Don't be surprised if Hall Jr. is getting pressed all game by Hill. That was a very key matchup in Loyola's loss last time around. Hall with the errant pass into the middle. Beautiful attempt of a lay by Wilson, but fouled by Hall.
yeah, but another time the Dons here have held on defense. I mean, they gave up the foul, but no score yet. So proving themselves obviously here on this defensive side.
Yeah, defense is going to be key in this game for the Dons. Dons have probably one of the best defenses in the league, but offense, not as much. Offense, finding their way into steals and into bad situations, not able to finish shots. It's been a struggle on offense, but if the Dons can figure out a little bit of offense in this game, they'll try and make it close.
As that second free throw falls this time for Tristan Wilson, the senior shooting guard. And the Dons will try to work their offense out of the bag, too.
Yeah, Simmons on the sideline against Antoine Williams, and it's doubled. Going up is Wilson, tipped by Hall, and Coles with the rebound. Coles going to Haysbert. It's a 1-2 pass, bounce pass across, and the Dons reset.
Simmons looking at the top, trying to find an open pass here.
Haysbert trying to drive, but he travels. Trying to go into Samartine Hill. Dons seem to be in a modified 2-3 zone. Looks like they're playing man in the bottom three, but two in the zone, looking for those lobs, trying to just get as many guys at the rim as they can as Ofentilla misses the layup.
That's the third or fourth time that Mount Carmel has tried to throw up a lob, whether it's a self lob or a lob from a teammate, and hasn't scored the basket. So, however it may look nice, they really got to focus in on this offense. That's a deep three drained that time by Samartine Hill. But they're going to really have to change their offense here if they want to put up some more buckets.
Yeah, it's the first three-pointer that Mount Carmel has scored against the Dons in both of their matchups today and back in the early season. This is the first time the Dons have played another team. Hill puts another one up, and it's drained.
Yeah, entering about the halfway mark of this first quarter, and the Dons down 2-9 had held them 2-2 for a good 3 minutes or so, but giving up a couple points here in the past couple seconds, and they're going to really have to work this offense if they're going to score.
As the Dons will take a timeout, it will be a full timeout. Coming out of the full timeout by the Dons, only down 7 with 3:34 left in the first quarter. B.J. Simmons taking it out of bounds. Nick Wilson and Obo Kadiri subbed in for the Dons there during that timeout, looking to make a difference as they get 2 points to start this next system. Another one chucked up by Hill and put back by Monch. He gets the N1.
Yeah, so Loyola making a couple substitutions here, putting Obo Kadiri in, and as well as Nick Wilson for B.J. Simmons and Carmel Coles. Caleb Haysbert.
Free throw is made. It's a one-man press, but with a trap at the top of the half, and it's worked. And misses the layup.
And Dons get the steal. So now working along the right side, trying to bring their offense back into the scoring territory, as this ball's rolling all over the court.
Yeah, Mount Carmel. That trap is working. They'll one-on-one the point guard taking it up. It's usually Hall, and then force Hall into a corner and then trap it. It's very effective, especially when Hall is in, but he will sub out now. Kyan Alexander and Ralph Rudesans is a Lehigh commit, subbing in for the Cougars.
Yeah, and off the court goes Carmine Coles to be now replaced by Io Elefantila again. Coming back onto the court after starting the game out there, and inside and a big slam there. That was Tristan Wilson, the senior shooting guard, going way up and slamming it down.
Yeah, he came from a distance. He came from a distance to put that one down. As there's some energy now at Jerry Savage Court.
Io goes up and gets a nice little layup with the
able
foul.
to put it back up for 2 and 1 free throw. Haysbert will sub for Obo Kadiri.
Mount Carmel here trying to work back out of their side after an exciting offensive score last possession.
Alexander at the top of the key, trying to work it now. Puts one up just off the rim, and a foul by Okochi, number 11 for Mount Carmel, as Junior Monch will come back in the game for number 24. Hall stuck, trying to get it in. As a very hard press now by Mount Carmel. Don's trying to get out of it now. They say passing is the best way to get out of a press, and they do such of that. Io working, floats one up from the free throw, but not able to go down.
Putting up a shot from the stripe there, almost gets it to fall, but not quite, as that one rims out.
Haysbert with the block on Junior Monch, but B.J. Simmons unable to collect it after going out of bounds at the baseline for Mount Carmel.
Caleb pulled up from JV last year, and he's really had a big impact here on Varsity last year and this year.
Gabe Nicholas Wolf will come in for B.J. Simmons for the Dons. Hill working it on the right wing, driving, no-look pass off the head of Harmony Okochi to no avail.
Okochi had it and then found it, grabbed it, but stepped out of bounds. So Loyola ball trying to really get this offense started. Haven't had any points since that IO and one inside the paint.
54 seconds and Mount Carmel fouls. It'll be Samaritine Hill on the foul, and it'll be taken out on the left wing.
So Martinelli running into his own player. That frees up an open pass, and Caleb now trying to work from this right wing. Gives it over to Ayo. Juggles with it, and it's down. They're going to...
It's a jump ball, and the Dons will retain possession as the ball was traveling around as we have 42 seconds, but 9 on the shot clock for the Dons.
Nikolosai Wolf will play it and gives it to Ayo. He's really got to work. 7 now. Driving inside.
Ayo
Goes
to
up.
work, but fouled as he goes up. It'll be Junior Manch onto the score sheet for the second time of a foul.
Ayo makes the first one there. Now brings this lead, St. Mary's lead, down to 7, 14-7, with 38 seconds remaining in this first period.
Nicholas I. Wolf and Hall Jr. subbing in B.J. Simmons and Nick Wilson coming in. Carmine Cole's coming in.
We got to at least put one up here, about a
30 seconds left in the first
difference.
period. 20 seconds on the shot clock. It gets to the free throw line. Kicked back out. Bouncing around on the rim. Nothing doing, though, as Alexander steps out of the bounds for Mount Carmel.
Yeah, that's the second time or third time that Mount Carmel has stepped out at the baseline. And that's going to be something, just watch your feet at some point, You got to know when you're close. That happened to Carmine last week twice. Stepped out of the baseline down in the offensive zone and gave the ball away. So that's what Mount Carmel is going to have to fix.
Iowa Fantilla puts one up, but not doing it. As we get to the end of the first quarter, Mount Carmel leads the Dons by 6, 14-8, here on Jerry Savage Court. Welcome back to Loyola Blakefield for the second quarter, as we'll have 8 minutes before half now.
Mount Carmel trying to mount their offense here from the backcourt. Kyan Alexander working it around. What do you think is going to be the most important thing as Alexander puts up a...
Haysbert with the rebound. Very strong, but a light press. Able to be broken by Nick Wilson. Nick Wilson driving. Unable to do anything with it. Kicks it out to Simmons. Simmons to Ofantilla. Ofantilla to Coles. As Coles lobs one into Haysbert, and Haysbert with the lay.
So after watching this first half of play, what do you think the Dons are going to have to do to control Mount Carmel and really walk through and win this game? So after watching this first quarter of play, Andy, what do you think the Dons are going to have to do to win this game?
Yeah, it's been actually a very strong quarter for the Dons, especially on the defensive side, but offense will be the thing they'll need to work on. Just taking care of the ball and beating the press is all they need to do to try and make this game close. A beautiful step back for Ralph Rudisons, but a travel by Gage Howard.
Yeah, so a little lucky break there for the Dons as Gage Howard travels, coming into the paint, trying for the lay, and they won't give it to him. So 10-14 here, under 7 minutes remaining to play in this first half.
Wilson trying to make something happen, gives it off to Coles, but Hill is there. Hill with a shot off the back of the rim. Hill gets it again. Rudisons lets a man jump and puts it back up.
Yeah, got a big fake there. Had the defender flying through the zone and was able for an easy free layup.
Coles puts one up and bang! Drills it for the sophomore.
Nice little corner three there for Carmine. Shrinks this lead down to 3.
Mount Carmel, very good ball movement, but an air ball by Gage Howard. As Rudisons puts one up, and it's off the front of the rim. Coach Garfield for the Dons, visibly and audibly upset that no one's getting these loose rebounds for the Dons.
The Dons, though, I'm impressed with how they're playing right now. You know, they haven't. Maybe it's just a Mount Carmel thing, as this one's almost intercepted by Samartinet Hill. But maybe it's just a St. Mary's thing, or a Mount Carmel thing. But it seems like they've been working pretty well.
7 on the shot clock. Ofantilla working up top. Haysbert looking for the 3, and he bang.
A huge
Another
shot there.
Beautiful play by the Dons. This is what they need if they want to stay in it. It'll only count as 2.
Haysbert working in, stepping back, and a little fadeaway jumper there. That was beautiful.
Now Carmel with the travel. It'll be Antoine Williams Jr., who takes a few too many. And the Dons with another lucky break.
That's the Mount Carmel's 3rd or 4th travel today.
Yeah, it's in general been sloppy for Mount Carmel. Even though they're winning this game, they've just been overall the better team, but still making these silly mistakes. As Dons working outside of the arc. Cole's looking for a way in. Nothing there. It's kicked by Antoine Williams Jr., and it'll be Don's ball.
Yeah, a little bounce pass attempt there from Coles right off of the foot of Antoine Williams Jr., and the Dons will get this ball right back with 20 remaining on the shot clock and 4:39 in this first half. 15-16, Mount Carmel.
Hall gets it in to Obo. Hall back out, and he bangs it. The Dons have taken the lead. It's a beautiful drain swish. And the Dons have taken the lead by 2 with 4 minutes left in this second half, in the first half. Mount Carmel looking to respond. It's a beautiful shot by Antoine Williams Jr. from the corner. And Mount Carmel takes the lead back.
Poked out of bounds that time by Antoine Williams Jr. And the Dons will get the ball here, 26 on the shot, 4:06 in the half. 19-18, Mount Carmel.
It's been a regularly same offense for the Dons, working it up on top, and it's a steal by Tristan Wilson. Tristan Wilson puts it up, and he comes down on the rim.
Tristan Wilson gets the blindside steal and then just slams it down. as now the Dons are in a little bit of a deficit here, down 3.
Simmons tries to get in the middle. Gage Howard with a steal. Here's Tristan Wilson working again, unable to do anything. And it's another corner 3 and swished by Antoine Williams Jr.
That's his second or third corner 3 right in front of us here today. As that one's poked out of bounds. Out of bounds by Tristan Wilson. He's been really important on this defense. I mean, 2 or 3, maybe 4 steals so far. He's been, that's what they're going to need if they're going to rally here today.
Yeah, Tristan Wilson, the Holy Cross commit, has been a key part of this Mount Carmel defense and offense. Able to just try and find ways in. As Ofantilla looking for a way in. Gets it into Haysbert. Haysbert back out to Simmons. Simmons is ran into. No foul called. Coles is in the corner with the shot clock going off, but Mount Carmel steals it, and it rattles in for Antoine Williams Jr. once again. The sophomore is a light in this first half.
That is beautiful confidence. There's another steal here from Martinet Hill, and another 3. Misses this one.
Just off.
But that's amazing confidence out of Antoine Williams Jr. He had the lane to drive for a layup, but he stopped, took his time, took the 3-pointer, and got it to fall. As the Cougars now lead the Dons 27-18, a 9-point deficit after the Dons were up by 2.
Yeah, within 1 or 2 minutes, the Dons had the lead by 2, but now have gone down by 9 as Haysbert taking his free throws.
Gets the first one to fall and shrinks this lead to 8.
Coles comes out for the Dons. As it looks like Nick Wilson subbed in. Haysbert just off on his second free throw. And the lead is now cut to 8.
So underneath 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first half. Dons down by 8, 27-19.
It's a bounce pass through the hands of Hall from Tristan Wilson to Gage Howard. Beautiful passing there. As Tristan Wilson trying to get the steal again, the Dons need that to stop happening.
Yeah, they need to be able to control him while he's on defense as the Dons take a timeout. But you see Gage Howard, he's tried for that little underneath and reverse layup a few times today. And he's gotten that one to fall, but before he was missing a few of them.
Yeah, and it's pretty sloppy from the Dons after they took the lead there. Tristan Wilson, he's been just coming from his downright zone position, coming up to the top right to steal these balls. It's very telegraphed from the Dons. It's very showable. As they've just been showing them the same plays every single time, and Tristan Wilson started to pick up on it.
They're really going to need to find a way to hide where they're passing this next ball, whether that's more fakes, maybe more fake drives, step backs into the passes, just to make sure that he's not getting those steals. He's not being able to jump those routes and win the matchups that he's faced up against.
Tristan Wilson to Hill. Hill trying to work it. Hall strapping up Williams Jr., getting him all the way back to the corner. Hall working around this arc. Wilson getting a way in. It's an extended layup. Missed, but then put back up by Gage Howard. That's the height of the 6'8" senior coming into play there.
Yeah, and like I just said, they're now trying to fake these looks a little bit. The Dons are trying to disrupt the passes. As another steal, this one, again, not recovered by Tristan Wilson, but another steal by Tristan Wilson. And that's what, I mean, they tried to disguise it for a moment, but he's been able to jump these all day.
Yeah, start fake passing maybe for the Dons as they do get lucky. Hill was laying on the ball as he got out of bounds there. as there's 8 on the shot clock. Hall puts one up, and it's swished in. Don's immediately back to pressing as Jaden Harper on the ball, beat by Wilson. Wilson put up, and it's able to be tipped out by Ofentilla.
So underneath of 50 seconds now as the Dons try to work their offense. 23 on the shot clock. And there's a travel called on the Dons inside the paint. Down by 9. They're going to really need to rally here. And they just need to get their energy up. When their energy was high on the bench, they were able to score a couple points in a row. And they were able to tie the game up and take the lead even. Since then, their energy has kind of declined a little bit. I think that's going to be something that's really important for them throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's a kick-out pass by Wilson. Wilson, very good ball, court vision, as Hill miscontrols and kicks it out of bounds. Hill is an amazing athlete. So is Tristan Wilson. Wilson, he was going up for the layup. He had nowhere to go, and he knew his teammate was there. It was Antoine Williams Jr. Although he missed it, that's a beautiful find.
Yeah, and Samartinai Hill, he saw that pass coming through, and he was able to try to read it and get it, but it almost looked as if B.J. Simmons had given up on it. As inside and with a beautiful lay is Tristan Wilson. We've been saying his name a few times here tonight.
Yeah.
As that final buzzer rings for this first half. The Dons down 33-22, down 11 here as we go to the break. We'll see you at the start of this second half.
Welcome back to Loyola Blakefield for the second half as the Dons Dons trail by 11, 33-22 against the Mount Carmel Cougars. Last time the Dons played the number 25 team of the country, Mount Carmel, they were within 5 at halftime. Now they're within 11. But, Jackson, do you think the Dons can decrease the deficit, and how do you think they can do it?
Well, I think they're going to really have to work hard to decrease this. They cannot give Antoine Williams Jr. any more corner threes. I mean, he's hit 4 or 5, like right in front of us, and they're just leaving him wide open. And they also have to focus on safely passing the ball. Tristan Wilson has jumped in front of their passes and just hands it over to Antoine Williams Jr. for an wide open three-pointer. So they're really just going to have to focus on those two things and then just scoring points on offense. I think they're doing well on defense other than Antoine Williams, just brigading them with shots. So once they can do that, I think they're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, it's going to have to be stopping the press from Hill at the top and then trying to get into the paint for the Dons if they want to try and win this game, as the Dons have B.J. Simmons to start this game as Hall takes it up. Simmons working on the arc. And there's a foul in the paint by Gage Howard. Looked like he was in a little bit of a pushing match. But
yeah.
As they'll reset the shot clock to 20, as Simmons with another inbound. It's over the shoulder pass to Ofentilla. Ofentilla's not able to put it into his hands.
Now Mount Carmel will try to start out their offense here.
Yes, as Hill gets it in to Howard. Howard kicks it out to Wilson, and Wilson misses his three. Haysbert with quick ball movement out to Hall Jr., but not able to put it down. Appeals for the ball, but unable to get it for the Dons as Mount Carmel takes it out. Almost miscue pass for Mount Carmel, but they're able to get it in to the bottom of the paint, but stolen again. Lots of steals in this game as Ofentilla working on his man and gets the foul. Monch just wasn't letting him by and called for a block.
Yeah, big foul there inside the paint for IO. And now he'll drain this first one. He's been good from the line today. I think now 3 for 4.
Something like that, yeah.
Working well. This is going to be an important part of the Dons' offense as they now only trail by 10 here. And he doesn't get the other one, but it's a rebound inside by Io himself.
Beautiful hustle by Ofentilla, not able to put it back up. He's visibly angry with himself, but a great play. Here's the thing. Monch has 3 fouls, and Mount Carmel already has 2 fouls in this first minute of play. If the Dons want to have a little bit of an advantage, they got to attract some fouls here, as Mount Carmel with a funny pass there over his head, Wilson to Rudisons. Another drive by Tristan Wilson. He's able to stick it.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously been one of the best players on this team today. Tristan Wilson has. I mean, many a steal, many a points, and
as Haysbert gets the pass from Hall and is able to get it from the third hash mark.
Dons trail by 10 here, entering just under 6 minutes here. 23 on the shot clock for Mount Carmel.
Williams Jr. guarded by Coles. Coles not able to get back in time as Hill puts one up, but it's short. Nick Wilson will come in for Brant Hall Jr. He'll take the ball out. Mount Carmel not pressing as they are up 10.
Smart Nate Hill, he had a few three-point shots in their matchup against Glenelg Country School last week. And I came into this game expecting a lot from him, and so far we've gotten a lot more here from Anton Williams Jr.
As it's fed into Haysbert from the free throw line, unable to put it in, as Wilson gets beat by another Wilson, and it's able to get kicked out to Antoine Williams Jr. and put down. We've seen this duo, Antoine Williams Jr. and Tristan Wilson. It's been formidable, them two. Offentella into Haysbert again. Offentella faking a shot. Coles puts one up, and it's short.
Carmine taking the place of Colin Clevenger again tonight because he is out with a leg injury, as that one's laid up and in by Ralph Sweetesons. Taking the place of Colin Clevenger, and how do you think he's kind of stepped into that role tonight?
Yeah, the sophomore, he's worked his butt off this year, getting some accolades by the team. Just he's been a hustle player as he gets subbed out for Gabe Nicholasai Wolf as Rudisons takes his free throw and misses.
Had a chance to put Mount Carmel up by 15 with that one, but didn't get his full.
Yeah, Dons need to get some points on the board in this possession, or else Mount Carmel is going to be looking to run away with it. Gabe puts one up, and it trickles around and nails it.
As this is a timeout from the Dons, we'll see you right after this.
Welcome back to the third quarter as Mount Carmel getting the ball after a 30-second timeout by the Dons. Wilson out to Williams Jr. Back to Wilson. Wilson driving. Another over-the-head pass into Hill. Hill getting on the baseline. It's moving the ball quick. Too fast to speak as Hill puts one up. And it hits the iron and off. As they reset the shot clock, once again driving is Wilson, and it goes in.
I mean, Tristan Wilson really just playing like one of the best players in the world right now on this court. I mean, he's got that mentality in his head that he's got so much confidence with all of his things. As Alafancilla puts up a shot and misses.
It's again and again and again. Wilson's getting the ball. Looks like he's driving, but kicks it out as Antoine Williams Jr. with another one, and he misses. It's a spot foul by B.J. Simmons as Mount Carmel gets the ball on the baseline.
Onto the court now comes Carter Harrison. And Obo Kadiri takes off Caleb Haysbert as well. So the Dons 5, Carter Harrison, B.J. Simmons, Obo Kadiri, Io Alafantila, as well as Brant Hall Jr.
Looks like they've gone with a little bit of a smaller package as they have 2 point guards in, Harrison and Hall Jr. Working on the defensive end now are the Dons. They get the block. Harrison looking for the streak down, but he doesn't get it. Ofantilla going up, and he gets it. A beautiful drive by Ofantilla as the lead is back to 11.
Yeah, nice job to kind of work to the inside.
Another fake 3 there by Hill, looking for Okochi.
Isn't able to get the slam, but Dom's down 11 here. Really got to get some offense working here with 2:45 remaining in the third quarter.
As Obo Kadiri working his post moves, and it'll stay Don's ball as it's blocked.
I didn't know if he just airballed the backboard on that one, but I was scared.
It looked like it got tipped and then hit the side of the backboard. So Dons get one there as it's back to Kadiri. Kadiri with another post move gets doubled and stolen by Justin Wilson. It looked like a clean play there by the Dons as Okochi goes up looking for the dunk, but he'll take 2 free throws instead.
Martin Hill over here playing with the rim.
Yeah, he's on the other rim right now, trying to look to be straightening it out. It didn't look that crooked, but just out of frame on the left.
Well, you can sort of almost pop them down a little bit, and usually if it gets popped down, that's a technical foul on whoever slammed it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he
he's
was
able
trying to fix it, so
he
nothing
faked
there.
the slam and then was able to fix it himself. So no harm, no foul here, as Loyola will gain possession after the missed free throw.
Yeah, Mount Carmel. It's a foul by for the first foul by. Never mind. It's Gage Howard with his second. Just looked to be pushing his way in on that free throw. It's a quick double by Mount Carmel. A beautiful double there, trying to steal the ball, but it goes down for a jump ball for Mount Carmel. Tristan Heflin checks in the game for the first time. Mount Carmel rotating a lot of players now as we get deep into this third quarter. Shifty moves by Hill on Ofantilla, but not able to get past. There's another looping ball to Rudison's. Rudison's trying to get past Hall Jr. He does, but it's tipped by Haysbert, and he's able to get the ball back for the Dons.
A lot of big guys here on this Mount Carmel team.
Yeah, as B.J. Simmons gets it in the paint, unable to get it. It's bouncing around up top as Haysbert is fouled, but it's not able to go down.
Yeah, I had a chance to the end one, but couldn't quite get it to fall. Looked like it bounced around the rim and just slipped right out.
Yeah, back to the point you're saying, Mount Carmel's a tall team. They have 9 players over 6 foot. They just are able to stack so many players into the middle, but the Dons have been efficiently getting some rebounds. The lead is at 10 right now in the third. Dons putting up a good fight.
Jordan Crawford here checks into the game for B.J. Simmons. His first time out today, as Haysbert gets the second free throw to fall. So drops this lead now down to 9 here, 41-32. Mount Carmel, 1:35 remaining in this third quarter.
Hill able to get through, but he's fouled after the shot. The shot didn't go in. So it'll be taken from the baseline. Just some stats for Mount Carmel in the last time they played. Gage Howard had 20 points. Tristan Wilson had 15 points. Tristan Wilson is a Holy Cross commit. He's been balling tonight. Just a restatement of what we said earlier. Mount Carmel is the 25th team in the country, and the Dons are holding them to 9. Beautiful defense being played by Loyola. It's what we thought they needed coming into this game was a strong defense. Offense, we all know offense is just not as strong as Hall loses possession of the ball, but it's a jump ball. Coach Garfield for the Dons unable to call a timeout before the jump ball was called, but the Dons still retain the possession. .117 left in this third quarter as play is stopped once again. Looks like the refs are trying to figure something out. Looks like they're going something about the shot clock, maybe.
Sending the respective teams back to their benches. We'll be back right after this is all sorted out.
Welcome back. As the refs were figuring something out, just probably figuring out if they're timeout or jump ball, it seemed. Not quite sure what the conversation was.
Nevertheless, Carmine Coles will play it in here for the Dons. So down 9, 1:17 remaining in the third quarter, 20 on the shot clock.
Offentillo takes it deep into his own half. The double unable to work, but an errant pass taken by Kochi. Kochi, fake shot, goes up, ring around the Rosie, and it's in. Minute left now. Offentillo slowing down play. Hall Jr. trying to get something to happen. As Offentillo strong to the rim, but unable to do anything. Don's still trying to press this ball, get it back. But now Mount Carmel has a fast break, and it's up into Kochi. He buries it into the rim.
Yeah.
Haysbert right on the arc. Haysbert driving on number 23, Coles, able to get it to the free-point line, floats one and misses. Neboifi was on the coverage there of Coles as there's 3 seconds left. Hill puts one up, and it's off. As that is the third quarter, the Dons trail by 13. We'll see you later. Welcome back to Jerry Savage Court for the fourth quarter. Dons trailing 45-32 as we have 8 more minutes to play. It'll be Mount Carmel possession at the half line.
Yeah, the Dons down by a few too many for their liking, and they're going to really have to rally if they want to win this game. 8 minutes, and they've got to...
Hill puts one up, unable to do anything. As Hall Jr. takes it out of bounds to B.J. Simmons.
They have to score 15 more points than Mount Carmel this half, so that means they have to hold Mount Carmel to 15 less points than they have, which is going to be a real feat here with only 7.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Junior Monch with another one. That, I think, it will be his 4th. Getting into a little bit of a foul trouble here.
Yeah, he's had a few too many today, and...
Yeah, just a big man, unable to get out of the way. Just constant blocks for him. It's been a surprising game for the Dons. They've kept it to 15 here in this fourth quarter. I mean, last time they played them, it was 73-44. So it's 30 points less. They would have to score 30 points in the fourth quarter to get back to their total before. It's been some great defense, not as much offense for the Dons. It's kind of a rebuilding year for them, though. Just they've lost a lot of key players last year, as they only have one senior on the entire roster. The rest are juniors, and sophomores. And I think next year it's gonna. Well, they do have 4. They have 4 seniors, but what they do have one regular playing. It's Colin Clevenger, out with an injury today. But although there are 3 seniors, 4 seniors, the juniors and sophomores have been making a huge impact this year. And I think it's going to be a strong year for the Dons next year.
That was a competitive layup there for Gage Howard inside the paint, getting it off the inbound.
Hall makes a man miss as Oventilla trying to go up, but he travels. Looking for a dunk. He was not going to get there anyway, as Howard was towering down over him, about to block it.
Smart and Hill trying to control this offense, get it going here. They're up big. They just need to calm down, win this game in a clean fashion, and go home.
Looks like an illegal pick. Yeah, illegal pick by Mount Carmel, just moving the guy off of him. Simmons trying to get up the court. On Williams Jr. Slingshot pass to Coles, and Coles able to put it up. Timeout, full timeout by Loyola, and we'll take a break. We're back here at Loyola Blakefield after a full timeout is taken by the Dons after Carmel had an easy layup. Earlier in the game, we heard Coach Garfield saying to his players, Carmine Coles is always open. And they were able to find him on the press break, B.J. Simmons with a slingshot pass to him as B.J. Simmons leading a press here for the Dons.
Yeah, I mean, he was wide open underneath, had a very light coverage under there. They were able to get the easy pass and the easy layup from him. Only really had half a guy to beat at that point. I mean, no coverage at all as they shrink this lead back down to 15 again.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Okochi working on Haysbert, not able to do anything as the Dons get another rebound and another quick press from Mount Carmel. It's almost stolen by Tristan Wilson, but instead it's a foul.
Yeah, that would have been his 550th of the game, so, you know, maybe a good thing that he doesn't get that one, but the Dons need to get some offense going here as down 15, 6 minutes to go in the game.
I wouldn't say it's out of reach, but it's certainly possible for the Dons to come back here as it's a tip ball, Hall to Haysbert, and Haysbert able to put it up, narrowing the lead to 13.
Just shrink it a little bit every time. That's all they need to do here.
Antoine Williams Jr. floats one from just past the three-point line, unable to go down. Carmine Coles to Ofantilla. Ofantilla, beautiful dribbling, and he misses the dunk, but it's put back by B.J. Simmons. His dunk looks like he slipped off his hand and hit the square on the backboard. But
yeah.
B.J. Simmons just has a play to get it back in the hoop.
He easily had the height, just not quite the angle on it, and it slipped off his hand and off the backboard.
Yeah, Hill from way downtown misses it, but Okochi able to put it back up. B.J. Simmons now controlling the pace for the Dons.
13 is the Mount Carmel lead here. And the Dons, I mean, shrinking it down a little bit, but over a minute has passed. About a minute and a half at this point.
Ofantilla puts one up from the corner, and he drains it. Hill driving in on Ofantilla. No shot, it's a travel. It's 10 points here, 4 minutes left. As Mount Carmel, seeing that they're down in the past few systems, will take a timeout. Back here in Knott Hall at Loyola Blakefield. I'm Andy McHugh, and beside me is still Jackson Elgert as we get ready for these last 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. Mount Carmel leads Loyola Blakefield 51-41.
Yeah, and the Dons, I mean, they've been up recently, 7 points since the start of the fourth quarter, but this is a dumb pass played out the back. But Yeah, like I said, up 7 points since the start of the fourth quarter. But we're halfway through. And so they're going to need to pick up the pace if they want to drop down 10. They're going to need at least 3 more points per drive in order to take this one.
Yeah, the Dons are technically winning the half by 1 because they were down 11 at half and now the deficit's now at 10. BJ Simmons stuck, trying to get it off. But he gets it. Ufantilla looking for it. BJ Simmons swings it to Hall Jr. Hall Jr. puts one up, and it's swished.
Yeah, triple team. 3 guys jumped up in front of him as he took that shot, and he was still able to get it off and get it to go.
Tristan Wilson able to return it, but fouled. Looks like he's a little slow to get up. Nicholas I. Wolf picks up his first foul of the game as he pushes Wilson on his attempt of a shot. So we'll take 2.
Oh, in and out on that one. I really thought that was going to fall, but doesn't get it. Now 1 left here. The second one doesn't fall either, so the Dons keeping this deficit good. It's down only 7 now, and they have possession of the ball.
Kicked by Mount Carmel. Simmons will take the ball out. The lead is only 7. And Mount Carmel takes another timeout. As we're back from the timeout, Mount Carmel leading the Dons by 7 with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game. BJ Simmons takes it out from the R on the roll, Dons roll.
Good little spot there. Here as the try to work it in. Down by 7. This is not a huge lead for Mount Carmel. They're going to need to score some more points if they want to secure this game.
Simmons puts one up, and it's off the back of the iron.
Yeah, the Dons really, their offense and their defense, they look good right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to take this one and win the game.
It's a missed 3 by Okochi, but it's a foul again by the Dons. Fouls, as we said in the beginning of the game, were going to be important as Caleb Haysbert holding a guy as Mount Carmel will take it from the baseline.
Yeah, Tristan Wilson came in trying to get the alley-oop, hung on the rim for a second, but didn't get the ball. This one's fought for and missed by Junior Macha.
It's another foul by Caleb Haysbert. That's twice in a span of 5 seconds. Might need to chill him out. Monk drains his first three-pointer, free point, as Gabe Nicolosai Wolf is substituted out for Carmine Coles.
A little tangled up with your words there. This one's joined by Junior Mancho.
Fantilla at the helm of this offense, trying to restore a little bit of life. He's got to start dribbling the ball or something as Haysbert back up top.
They've got to work
Haysbert
here.
setting a
2:22
pick to
remaining.
Avail.
10 on the shot. Goes up and it's blocked.
Wilson out to Hill. And it's short. But an easy poke back by Junior Manch.
So after the Mount Carmel timeout and the 2 fouls down in the Mount Carmel offensive side, they really haven't done anything. The Dons haven't. Stretched this lead back down to 11 here. Carmel has, as Granholm Jr. steps on a Mount Carmel foot, seems to have injured his ankle a little bit.
Yeah, so that's some of the first miscues that Loyola defense has had this game. They've been strong. They've been competitive on this defensive side as it's a little bit of a trickery play. Two hands off as Cole's able to steal it, but it's running around the ball. But Hill able to pick it up for Mount Carmel. Cole trying to double the ball, but able to move it quick is Hill. Hill with another slide pass to Tristan Wilson, and Mount Carmel takes a timeout. After a short intermission, we're back here at Knott Hall as Mount Carmel trying to slow down their team with a timeout. And Loyola starts it back up. Just over a minute left. Ofatilla trying to get in. Very strong with the ball as he has 2 guys on him. It's kicked by Mount Carmel and out of bounds. And it wasn't out of bounds because it's technically a kick. It would have been out of bounds on Carmine Coles. So Don's had another lucky break.
Yeah, Don's down 13 right now. They've got to get something going. Minute and 7 seconds. They have to basically go on a 15-0 run if they want to have a chance to come back and win this game here, as that one's flung out of bounds by Carmine Coles. The pass intended for B.J. Simmons.
Yeah, just another errant pass on this offense as the Dons now take a timeout. There's a minute and 1 second. The Dons are down by 13, and Mount Carmel has the ball. It's a very, very hard press looking at the Dons here. Very, very hard press. They've gone to a man look maybe, but it's very easily beaten by Mount Carmel. Put up by Williams Jr., and he's able to get it in.
This game maybe just a bit out of reach now for the Dons. 15-point deficit here as we close out, just around 45 seconds remaining.
Offentilla, strong hands again, but a weak pass. He throws it up, and it doesn't go in. Monks just miscontrolled that ball. Offentilla with the ball again. Coles from the three-point looking for something. 27 seconds left. B.J. Simmons, spin moves into Hall Jr. Hall Jr. unable to control it, but it's bouncing around again. Haysbert
from the stripe just doesn't get it to go.
And they will run out the clock here at Loyola Blakefield.
So a tough loss here for the Dons. I mean, 15-point deficit, but you know Mount Carmel's a good team, and they're not going to give up too many points too easily. But I think this is a good showing from the Dons and has a bright spot in their future.
Yeah, it was a great showing from the Dons, actually. They lost by 30 last time at Mount Carmel. They're able to only keep it to 15. It was not a horrible second half, only going back down to 4. But the Dons with another loss on the season, as we'll see you back here at Loyola Blakefield for another MIAA and BCO matchup against St. Francis.